All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Hitman guide for the challenges, or the feats, I guess, not the challenges, for the Freeform training of the ICA facility. Right now, there will be a screen up that will give you the times for each of the challenges. I will be doing them in the order that's shown on the screen. I do not currently know what that order is, but on the screen it'll show you the time, so if you want a specific one you can skip to that time. Okay, so first off, general tips: pick up the stuff in front of you. You'll need it all for the different challenges. Next, there's a few different disguises on the map. The first one, if you go to the left, if you've done the training, which I think you have to, you would know because it leads you through it. It's the engineer. Not only does this guy here have a disguise, if you take him down, but just past him, if you don't want to for whatever reason, you can flip a coin over there. You have a mechanic disguise right here. This disguise is fairly decent. It'll get you around the lower area of the ship just fine, but as you enter the loading bay, there is one guy who will spot you if he turns around, but it's not much of an issue. Next disguise is security. From the beginning, if you pick up the lockpick and go to the right, you can go in behind these crates and lockpick this open. I realize that a lot of the people up on the boat should see you do this. They don't. They're fairly blind. And if you go forward and to the left, there's a security guard right there that you can very easily get behind, take out, and take his disguise. Once again, this is a fairly good disguise. Most of them in this game are. This will get you anywhere on the boat with only a few people being able to tell who you are. Okay, and the last disguise. Honestly, it's better to grab the security disguise first to get to this one. You'll find that in a few of the maps. There are some disguises that you basically grab just to grab the next disguise. But if you grab that disguise, go out to the right, you can ignore the security guard. He won't notice who you are. Go in the doors that are there, and on this bench is a yacht crew disguise. Once again, this one will get you in the majority of the places. Unfortunately, that security guard that patrols down here will recognize you, so you have to make sure that you do not run past him. Okay, and the last disguise is the Norfolk disguise, or the Mr. Norfolk disguise, which is this guy right here. If you want his disguise, pick up your coins at the beginning, toss one to distract them because there is a bunch of people up on the boat, and not to mention there are two security guards right there. So you want to lead them this way, and unlike a few of the people in this game, this guy is a big moron. And he will go from coin to coin. There are some people in this game who, if you throw a second coin, they will not head to it. But just lead him away as far as you can, so that the security guards won't see him. Take him out. And you have got yourself the best disguise on the map, as this one will give you access to anywhere on the map. Just make sure that you hide them a bit. Nobody should come anywhere near your starting area for obvious reasons. Mainly it's a training area. Alright, other than the disguises, there's not really any general tips to give for this map. It's a very straightforward map. It's training. I mean, you have two ways onto the boat. You can either take the lockpick, go to the right through the gate, or you can get a disguise and go through the loading bay or up the stairs. Obviously, up the stairs is easiest with the Mr. Norfolk disguise. The engineer won't get you up the stairs. And the security guard, if you get that disguise, you're already on the boat. There's no reason to come back this way. As for exits, you have two. You have a helicopter on the top of the boat, and you have this car out front here. Both of them fairly easy to get to. Some missions, it'll be easier to get to the helicopter than the car. In fact, most of them it will be, but the car is always available. All right, so the first challenge we'll go for is over here. which is distract a guard using a generator. This one you don't actually need any of the disguises for. You'll see me in this disguise for probably the rest of these challenges, just because it's the easiest one to get around the boat with. So you just go to the right, unlock the door, go down to the guard that's down here and oblivious, and you'll see that there's a generator right there, which I'm pretty sure is the only generator on the map, and it's there specifically to train you that if you do something that nearby people will investigate it. Now this says to distract a guard using it. Obviously you can do it. It doesn't matter. Anybody will do it. But if you want to take out the guard, you can. It doesn't make a difference. But one little tip for future is if you do take out somebody after causing distraction, make sure that they fix the distraction first. For example, if you turn off the generator, make sure that you let them turn it back on before you take it out. Okay, so for the challenge spare change, it says throw a coin to cause a distraction. Piece of cake. All you need to do, pick up your coins at the beginning, hold left trigger to aim it, and just toss it as long as no one's looking at you. If somebody sees you throw a coin, as you'll see here in a second, they won't actually be distracted by it. They will just stare at you like you are a freaking moron. So you have to make sure that they don't see you throw it. Okay, for the something out of place challenge, it says place a weapon and have a guard find it. Once again, super easy. I would not recommend trying to do it with the guards up there. You can, but it's still a lot easier if you just go to the right, go down here, work your way over to this security guard, pull out your gun, hold down if you're playing on an Xbox like I am. It is both trigger or both bumpers, and then you hit Y. So yeah, just place the gun down, turn off the generator. He will immediately turn around to investigate it. And when he does, you will see the very clear pistol on the ground. He will then take it, confiscate it, and put it in one of the storage rooms, or you can just take him out and pick it up. Either way, as soon as he sees it, you will get the challenge. All right, for the security bypassed feat, all you have to do is come down here, knock out this security guard, steal his disguise. Now you might think, well, then I got to go around and go up through the front dock, right? Incorrect. Actually, all you have to do is just run off the boat and back onto it, and the feat will unlock. Obviously, I already have all these, so they're not unlocking, but trust me, that's exactly how I got it. You do not need to go all the way back around. Just knock out the guard, run off the boat, run back on. Feat accomplished. All right, for the store securely feat, it says find the rat poison on deck 00. So run down here, get the security guard outfit, and then just exit and go to the right and go straight across through the big opening at the end, and you will find the rat poison just on the right on a bunch of planks. Okay, and for the final non-assassination feat, it's called join the crew. It says find the yacht crew disguise in the cabin on deck 00. So once again, run down, grab the security guard outfit, run out, go to your right. If you watch the general tips, you will know where this is. Go in the doors on the right. There's your yacht crew disguise. Put it on, and the feat will be complete. All right, we're going to go for 2 here because you need 1 for the other. So not for human consumption, poison the target with rat poison. And ironic, which is assassinate Calvin Ritter by drowning him. Now, the only way I know of to drown somebody in this level is with rat poison. So you need to do the one to get the other. So grab the rat poison, grab the yacht crew disguise, check your mini map and your Hitman vision to check the security guard. If he is coming and looking down the hallway that you exit from, obviously just stay put. Otherwise he will see you. Once he has left his post, like a good little security guard will, his patrol route is very short, leave, go back the way you came and run up the stairs to deck 1, then continue all the way up to deck 2, and then hang a right to go all the way around and over to here. Now, you got to be careful. he will recognize you unless you blend in. Once you blend in, he will no longer see you, and you just have to wait for him to walk away from his drink, and then you can poison it. Since you're disguised as yacht crew, you're allowed to interact with food. Nobody questions what you just did. And then just continue to blend in and watch him. Eventually he will patrol back and he will get his glass. If you get up here fast enough, you can actually poison it before he even makes it up to this deck. And then obviously he'll drink it a lot faster and you'll be good to go. But if you do make it up here after he's already taken a drink, don't worry, you can still do it. Just blend in here so that he doesn't recognize you and chill until he gets a drink. And after you've poisoned it, he will take a drink, and as soon as he drinks it, your challenge or your feat will be complete. And he will get a little bit of a tummy ache.
This is disgusting.
So now for the ironic feat, after you've poisoned him, he does that and he wanders off. As you can see, he still won't spot you because he is currently ill and does not give a fuck that there's somebody following him. So just follow him. Nobody will spot you on the way or as you follow him. Just keep going, wait for him to get down over the toilet, walk up behind him, and drown. And once he is officially dead, it's over. Now, for the cleaner feat, if you've been following along, you just drowned him. If you did that, just drag his body, and in the bathroom with him is a closet that you can dump his body into. And as soon as the door is closed, feat achieved, and you have now got the cleaner. All right. Next feat we're going for is the private meeting, which is disguise yourself as Norfolk and meet with the target. So once again, check the general tips if you want to know, or I guess I'll probably call it disguise. So check the disguises if you want to know how to get the Norfolk disguise. Once you do, you are free and clear to just go onto the boat. Like I said, nobody will recognize you except the only issue that you might have with the Norfolk disguise is you cannot go below decks without being suspicious. But make your way up to deck 2 and go and find him. As soon as you find him, talk to him. Okay, and then you just follow him. Nobody will stop you. No, the security guard doesn't care. The security guard will also be nice enough to wait outside while you meet with him.
Hello, Mr. Norfolk.
So yeah, you walk in here, he goes behind the desk, and when he starts talking,
Hold on, I'm thinking.
there you go, and that should be feat complete. Next feat we're going for is classic Hitman, which is assassinate a target with a fiber wire. Now it says a target, there is only the one target. I don't know why they didn't specify his name. Either way, if you've been following along, you just met with him as Mr. Norfolk. Pull out the fiber wire. Nobody cares if you carry it because it gets wrapped around. Go behind him. Garrot. And feat complete. And then if you haven't quite been following along and you would like to hide the body for the cleaner, just in the room behind him is another closet. You can hide his body in. And then you are free and clear to walk out of the building if you so choose. All right, the next feat we're going for is pay that stuntman a bonus, which is to assassinate the target with remote explosives. The remote explosive is right there when you start the game or when you start the map. First thing you gotta do, get down into the belly of the ship there, get the yacht crew disguise, wait for the security guard to leave, and then you have to run. Now, I will say for this one, make sure that you do not, I repeat, do not take the Norfolk disguise. Because you kind of need him for the way I'm going to show you how to do this. So once you reach deck 2, you will see this here is the room that he will meet with Mr. Norfolk in. If you run around to the other side of it, or maybe the side you're on when you climb up, either way, there's an open window. You can climb through there, crouch down just to make it a little bit easier. And what you want to do is you want to place the mine there. ish, anywhere on that side of the box, because they always enter from this door. They walk past and they will not be able to see it there. So after that, all you have to do is vault back over that, head on over here. Depending on how fast you do it, will obviously determine what's happened so far. Once again, the target, Mr. Ritter there, will recognize you when you're in the yacht crew disguise. But just chill here and wait. The hardest part about this one is you have to wait for Mr. Norfolk to come from all the way from down there. Come up here and talk to Calvin. Alright, so once they have their small conversation, they will head into the office that you planted the bomb in. Now, you can do this one of a couple ways, or a few ways. You can wait here and watch them through the window. You can use your Hitman vision. You can use the mini-map. It's fairly obvious, and once he stands at the computer, he just chills there, as far as I know. It takes him a while to leave. Once again, don't stand too obviously, because he will recognize you even through the screen. So once he's there, you can also walk around with the detonator. You will notice it eventually, but boom, that way you just kill him, and you can exit through the helicopter on the roof easily enough. Now it does say non-target killed, which means I did get Mr. Norfolk, but it's, you know, it's iffy. Sometimes you get just the one guy, sometimes you get both. Either way, you get it done, nobody knows it was you, and you're free and clear to end the mission. And for the final feat, it's only used in emergency situations, which is assassinate the target in a life raft accident. Okay, so for this one, you will need a crowbar. So from the beginning, work your way to the right. You'll want to grab the yacht's disguise as well, but first of all, as you go, open gate, grab the crowbar. It is perfectly positioned right there. And then, same as for a lot of these, grab the yacht security. After you get the yacht security, make a run out, whoops, to the right, and you can get up there as the yacht security, but there are multiple guards who will notice you on the higher decks. So grab the yacht crew and then make your way out. And this time you want to make your way all the way to the tippy, oh, whoops. Oh, to the tippy top of the boat. All the way up. Once you get up here, there is a security guard there, and he does patrol around a bit, but he doesn't really care. So at this point, you just use your Hitman vision, and you have one life raft here and one here. So you can use your Hitman vision, or you can just look over the railing, and you just have to wait for an opportunity where he stands underneath it. Now, if you want to get away with this, silent assassin like, you can take out the security guard. There are multiple points where nobody will notice you do it. Just make sure he's not right next to the railing. Also, there's multiple points where he isn't looking at you. So, and they line up fairly well, and he doesn't care if you stand here. He doesn't care if you have the crowbar out. Not that you need it out. But you just chill and you wait. And when he goes to walk under one, you pop it. And job done. And even if somebody sees you, the exit is right there. End mission.
Once again,
and you're clear. So that is all 13 feats in the Freeform training for the ICA facility. Hopefully you have found this useful. If so, be on the lookout for my other guides for the other levels that are coming up. The next one will be for the final exam, which should also be all of the feats in one video. After that though, once we hit Paris and the much larger levels, they will be split up a bit more just to make things easier. So thank you for watching, and I hope this helped.